Hello everyone and welcome to Bridge is for Everyone. My name's Jad. This is episode 35 of the Learn to Play series. In this episode, you'll learn how to win a potential trick with a finesse. Let's start with a new deal. This is deal 004. You are the dealer. Here is your hand. You open the bidding with one heart. West passes, partner bids 4 hearts, East passes, you pass, and West passes to end the auction. The contract is 4 hearts by South. West leads the King of Spades. Dummy places their hand face up on the table. You stop and plan. You utilise the 5 steps of planning. First, you set the goal of making your contract by winning 10 tricks. Next, you look at winning and losing tricks in each suit. As you've seen before, with the top 5 cards in hearts, you should win 5 tricks and lose none. You will win 1 trick in spades and lose 2 tricks. You hold the top 2 diamonds and therefore will win 2 tricks and lose none. In clubs, the situation is more difficult to assess. But similar to the previous episode, you recall that the ace-queen combination is worth 1.5 quick tricks. So you count 1.5 winning tricks and 1.5 losing tricks. Once again, you are half a trick short of making your contract. So how will you turn this into the 10 tricks you need? This is very similar to the hand you saw last episode. You need to win the 10th trick with the Queen of Clubs. You'll do this the same way you won with the King in the previous episode, by leading up to the Ace-Queen. Leading up to a gap in your high cards has a special name. It's called a finesse. If East holds the King of Clubs, your Queen will certainly lose. But if West holds the King of Clubs, your Queen can win a trick. So, you will assume that West holds the King and play accordingly. You will lead a small club from your hand. And if West plays a low card, you will assume that West also holds the King and will play the Queen from dummy. If East has the King, you will lose the trick and the contract. But if your assumption that West holds the King is correct, you will be successful. As you learned in the previous episode, you assume you can win and then play to win. You now have a plan for the 10 tricks you require. You move on to the 3rd step in planning, timing. Assuming the King of Clubs is with West, you have no necessary losses. You go on to step 4, trumps. With no timing issues, you will draw trumps as soon as you have the lead. You'll gain the lead by using step 5, take control. With no necessary losses, you'll take control immediately by winning the first trick with the Ace of Spades. Your plan is complete. You will win with the Ace of Spades, draw trumps, finesse the Queen of Clubs, and then win the required tricks. Now let's put this plan into action. You call for the 2 of Spades from dummy. East plays the 8 of Spades, and you play the Ace to win the trick. That's 1 trick to you. Now on to step 2. Draw trumps. You know there are 5 trumps out, and you lead the 2 of Hearts. West plays the 5 of Hearts. You play the Jack of Hearts from dummy, knowing it will win, and East plays the 6 of Hearts. That's a 2nd trick for you and 2 trumps drawn from your opponents. you lead the Queen of Hearts from dummy. East plays the 7 of Hearts, you play the 4 of Hearts, and West plays the 8 of Hearts. That's another trick for you and 2 more trumps drawn. You lead the 3 of Hearts from dummy. East plays the 9 of Hearts, you play the 10 of Hearts, and West, who has no more hearts, plays the 5 of Clubs. That's a 4th trick for you and the last of your opponent's trumps eliminated. You move on to the next step in your plan. Finesse the Queen of Clubs. You lead the 4 of Clubs towards the Ace Queen. West plays the 8 of Clubs. You don't know who has the king, but your entire plan is based on the assumption that West has it. You play the Queen of Clubs from dummy. Now is the moment of truth. East plays a club. It's the 2. Your assumption was correct. You needed the Queen of Clubs to win a trick, and it has. That's a 5th trick for you. You move on to the last step in your plan. Win. You have 5 winning cards left to play. The Ace and King of Diamonds, the Ace of Clubs, and the Ace and King of Hearts. You claim these 5 tricks and concede the remaining 3 to your opponents. Your opponents accept your claim. This concludes the deal quickly and allows play to move on to the next deal. Once again, you have made an assumption on the location of a card and been successful. This time it was your finesse that succeeded. Congratulations on a good result. Thanks for watching this video. I urge you to use my free web app to practice what you learn in this series. The link to the app is in the description. This episode covered more of the basics of bridge. It showed you how to assume success when planning and how to finesse a card to maximize the likelihood of that success. In future episodes, I'll cover everything else you'll need to be a confident and successful bridge player. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to this channel. Until next time, this is Jad reminding you that bridge is for everyone.